So this is the last in the series of Dynatorch CNC plasma table videos I was going to do. We already made our part inside. We already ran through SheetCam. You can see those in other videos. Now we've got the part on the thumb drive. Now it's time to fire the computer up out here and get the table going and actually make our cut. So one of the first things you have to do before you even open the program in the computer is reach over to the CNC table and turn that button on. Now the table's awake, the computer just went ding dong, so it knows that something's sitting out here. You see right here on the screen, it says Dynatorch Super B CNC. So that's the program you want to use to actually run the table itself. And a little warning pops up. You just say, yes, okay, I'll be good. And the machine starts going through its little warm-up motions. And this is just the table homing itself. And now we're ready to go. So the next thing we need to do is just open up the file that we want. So this is the file we made on the computer inside. All of this is sitting here just waiting basically for me to say go to work. But what I love to do with this table is do a dry run first. That's one of the functions that's built in here. So you can make sure your plate is sitting in the right spot. One of the things you have to watch for, you see these two grayed out buttons right here? This is your torch height control, and this actually turns the plasma on, turns the torch on. These are grayed out, so that means if I come over here and say start cycle, it'll just do a dry run. It'll go through all the motions. Okay, so we've done our dry run. We know the plate is sitting in the right position. I've got water in the table to help keep the dust and the smoke down. I've got my ground on the plate. Everything's hooked up. The plasma cutter's turned on and cranked up. So now let's go ahead and tell it, get to work and make some sparks. So I have to come up right here to these two buttons that were grayed out. Not only do I want the plasma cutter to come on, but I also want the torch height control to come on. And then just go back over to my start cycle button and give it a kick, and away it goes. Let me throw the magnet on it and I'll pick it up just so you can see what kind of an edge it does. Man, that's smooth as a baby's butt right there. Little tiny bit of dross on the bottom. Maybe if I went just a little bit faster with my cutting speed, maybe that would clear up. The holes for the anchor bolts look perfect. So I'm going to take this and go do some work over here. You guys are going to reach up and hit that little bell up in the corner and turn the notifications on. So every time I post a new video, you get the word. I'll see you next time. Your mom always told you, play with your tools, right? Play with our